Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Monday and I have the week off this week. I have a week of annual leave, and the week itself actually was meant to be, when I originally booked it, it was meant to be like a week of proper just downtime, chill time. But I think most of this week is gonna be wedding admin. So for those of you who aren't aware, Matt and I are getting married this year, which is very exciting. But our wedding is the 12th of June, which means we are in the 30-person limit window, step 3 of the coming out of lockdown roadmap. So it means that we can only have 30 people. We can't have our big reception, and we don't really know what the restrictions are when it comes to things like masks, social distancing, because the government haven't published the guidance yet. So the roadmap came out and it's just said obviously 30 people for weddings and a 30-person wedding reception, but they haven't actually published any detailed guidance. So the guidance is coming, but it hasn't come out yet. So it's made things very difficult because we know that the wedding is obviously going to be very, very restricted, and we're going to have to cancel things, and probably not going to look like the wedding we imagined. But we don't know what the restrictions are going to be, so it's made things really difficult. That and the fact that I've been working a lot means that I haven't actually had time to kind of sit down and go through everything, contact all our suppliers, and just kind of do all the wedding admin. So if anyone is interested in how you plan a wedding in a pandemic, keep watching. I'm also picking up my wedding dress tomorrow, which is very exciting. It's actually been in the shop since December, but they haven't been open properly for me to be able to come and get it. So I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. I don't know how much of that I'll actually be able to film because I don't want Matt seeing it, for obvious reasons. But otherwise, yeah, there's things like we've still got to order our bridesmaid dresses. So we're gonna pick the designs for those this week. And we're also having to make an insurance claim for quite a large proportion of the wedding. So we're navigating very unfamiliar territory, but we're getting there. So it's about midday now. I've just had a really chilled start. I had a bit of a lie-in, got up about 9-ish. Matt's out and I've just taken little Murphy out for a walk. He is now absolutely zonked and fast asleep, bless him. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a weekly vlog of my annual leave week. So I think hoping it'll be a delicate balance of wedding admin and proper downtime, because I've been really feeling it. It's been quite mentally stressful the last few weeks, and I think I could really do with just having the week to watch Disney movies, but there's quite a lot of admin to do, and I know that'll make me feel better in the long run if I use this week properly. It has been really difficult. I think no couple who plan their wedding imagine then having to kind of effectively tear it apart and claim for things and negotiate for things. You plan what you want for your wedding and get very excited about it, and yeah, there's going to be a bit of stress in the days running up to the wedding, but you don't imagine having to kind of tear those things apart and put a financial value on things that have got so much emotional energy attached to them. So it's been really difficult, but I'm trying to be very pragmatic about it. Lots of people have been asking if we would consider postponing. We have decided we don't want to postpone, because we don't want to put our lives on hold because of a pandemic. We also we don't know what restrictions there's going to be in place after the 21st of June. I know it says no restrictions, but we don't know if that means that there's just no restrictions on numbers, and actually there's still going to be people having to wear masks, or no dancing, no live music. And actually, if we're going to do it properly, we want to be able to do it properly. So what we're going to do is get married and then do the big party down the line. Also, the most important thing is that we get married, actually, and I think we've kind of got to the point where as long as we end our wedding day married, hopefully with some kind of meal and a glass of fizz and an opportunity for my dad to make his speech and things like that, then I think we'll be happy. It's not what we planned, but we're going to make it really special. So yeah, it should be an interesting week, I think, of wedding admin, bit of chill time, picking up my wedding dress, which is really exciting. So I shall bring you with me. So it is Tuesday morning. Yesterday was quite a productive admin day actually in the end. I managed to find a hotel for us to stay in on our wedding night, which has been preying on my mind quite a lot because since the restrictions and the roadmap have come out, I think people have been booking quite a lot of accommodation for June. So I was getting a bit stressed about that. The other thing is that the weekend we get married is the G7 summit in Cornwall, which is where we're getting married. So there's hotels that have block booked all of their rooms in the hope that they're going to get big media bookings, which isn't very helpful for us really. So I've managed to book this really cute boutique hotel for the night of the wedding. I've also had the confirmation come through for the hotel we're staying in the night before the wedding and for getting ready in the morning, so that's a big relief. And I've also managed to arrange my hair and makeup trial. So the hairdresser and I have had 4 dates in the diary already that we've had to then change and cancel. So this is the 5th date and I'm really hoping that it's going to go ahead. But after I managed to book that, I contacted the makeup artist and she's also available the same day. So that should be really good. So obviously because they're in Cornwall, it's a case of driving down for the day. But it'll be nice because I get my hair done and then I can keep my hair in whatever my hair's going to be for the day, and I can then go to the makeup artist and I'll be able to see what the whole look is, so that'll be really good. So I'm now in the car obviously and I'm on the way to Wedding Bells at Four Oaks, which is the dress shop that I bought my wedding dress from. Obviously they are closed, but they're going to do a kind of click and collect style handover, so they're just going to pass it over to me at the door. It's not quite how you imagine that moment going, but it's one of those things. They have the most amazing window displays, to the point where I almost wondered when we first went in, is it more style than substance? Like, is it a beautiful shop and we're going to go in and have a crap experience? And actually we went in and it was the best experience of all the places we went, so I can't recommend them enough. But yeah, I'm now half an hour away from the store, so yeah, it's going to be good. I also just realised I totally forgot to mention anything about wedding shoes. So I have ordered 2 pairs of wedding shoes. I'm not planning on wearing 2 pairs of wedding shoes, but I have ordered 2 pairs because I couldn't decide. So one pair is arriving in the next hour at home, so Matt's at home so he'll be able to take the delivery. The other pair I ordered on Friday and haven't had a dispatch notification, so I contacted them yesterday just to check that they'd received my order and they'd all gone through okay. And it turns out they're actually based about half an hour away from where we live. So I just said to the social media manager woman who was running their Instagram, I just said, well, shall I just come and pick them up? So she had a chat with one of her colleagues and has arranged for me to go and pick them up from their showroom. I mean, it'll be a click and collect. They'll put them on the doorstep when I get there and then close the door. But it means that I get to pick up my second pair of wedding shoes tomorrow. So it just means that I can sit with them for a couple of weeks and work out which ones I want to wear and which ones I want to send back. But yeah, I'm really pleased about that. So that's it. I've picked up my wedding dress. I've got it hung up in the back behind me. The girls at Wedding Bells are so lovely. They're just so generous and kind and lovely. They're just really nice people, which is what you want who you want to deal with when you're doing something so personal like finding your wedding dress. They just, from the word go, they've gone above and beyond, and they're just, even just handing over my wedding dress at the door, they've made that really special just by being the way that they are. So I'm really yeah, I'm really happy. I'm not gonna get the dress out the bag. I don't trust myself. I also, because of the size that I ordered the dress in, essentially the dress in the size down fit my waist really well, but my boobs were kind of ballooning over the top a little bit, so they recommended I ordered the next size up. So what I don't want to do is go home and try it on and go, oh my god, it's far too big. So I'm just going to wait for my fitting. The seamstress will be able to tell me what needs doing, and we'll be able to pin it so that it sits right and fits right and things. So I'm not gonna stress myself out, but I have my wedding dress. It's so exciting. I'm just so pleased that I've been able to have a reasonably normal experience when it comes to trying on my wedding dress, picking my wedding dress. I went to 4 or 5 different stores and things like that, whereas I know there's lots of people who just haven't been able to visit anywhere at all. We had to wear masks and things for most of the appointments and the majority of the actual time in the appointment, but I still got a reasonably normal experience of that, and that's something that I will never forget. It was a very, very special day, the day that I found my dress, and they've just made every step of the way really special. And now I've got my dress in the back of my car. Oh my god, I can't wait to put it on again. And I think that's the sign that I've definitely picked the right dress, because I can't wait to, there's nothing in my mind that's even querying whether I'm gonna like it still. I know I love it. So now I've just got to hope that when I get home, my first pair of wedding shoes have arrived, so that'd be good. And then obviously I'm picking up another pair tomorrow, so then I can work out which ones I want and go from there. But yeah, this is one of the exciting days of this part of the process, and I think that at the moment there's quite a lot of stressful days of kind of the run up to the wedding because of restrictions and things, and so this is a day that I want to remember as a really good day because I've got my wedding dress in the back of my car. Okay, so I'm about a minute and a half from home. I've just rung Matt and told him to stay in the office so that I can get the wedding dress into the house without him seeing it. I mean, obviously it's in a bag, so it's not like he's going to be seeing it, but I would prefer he just doesn't see any of it. So he's going to stay in the office, and I'm going to sneak the dress into the spare room, hang it up and shut the door, and then I'll tell him he is free to leave the room. Bless him. How cute is this goodie bag? Oh my god. So we've got a little bottle of fizz, a sparkly straw, I assume for the fizz, and there's a mug. That's so lovely. How cute is that? Also, while I was out, this has arrived. I think this is the first pair of wedding shoes, so I'm going to have a little unbox now. So it's now 12:10. I'm back at the house. My wedding shoes are here. I haven't tried them on yet, but they've arrived and I'm really pleased with them. They're really pretty. So I've just realised I haven't eaten anything, so I'm going to have a bagel with some Philly. I am on my countdown to the wedding health kick now, so I'm putting everything into MyFitnessPal and tracking everything. Not limiting myself ridiculously, but just trying to make sure that I'm being healthy in the run up to the wedding, and not making any silly choices that will make me feel self-conscious on the day, particularly now I've picked up my dress. So yeah, gonna have a bagel with some light Philly for, well, brunch. So it's Wednesday morning, it's now about 10:30. I have been up for a couple of hours now. I took the puppy for a walk. I haven't eaten anything yet, but I'm not actually feeling very hungry this morning, so I might make something to take with me. I'm going to pick up my second pair of wedding shoes today, and yeah, then we'll see what the day brings, but that should be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I've still got quite a bit of wedding admin to do. I've got to call the hotel that we're staying at the night before the wedding, because we've booked 2 rooms, but I need to talk to them about a late checkout, because at the moment the checkout's 10:30, and a 10:30 checkout's not going to give us enough time for hair and makeup, so I need to talk to them about that. What? So I need to talk to them about that. I also need to speak to the insurance people about something. So yeah, I think it's an odd job wedding admin day, but I do get to go and pick up my lovely wedding shoes, so that'll be good. So that's been really productive. I'm in the car on the way to pick up my wedding shoes, and I've just used my hands-free kit to call the hotel we're staying in the night before the wedding. I've just spoken to them and they've been so accommodating. She even went and spoke to someone from housekeeping to make sure that it would be okay, and she's given us a late checkout, 12:15. Which is fantastic. That gives us enough time to have the hair and makeup. I've also told them that we've got hair and makeup coming, and checked that that's okay, and they're fine with it as long as we're kind of COVID secure and following the guidelines, which is great. So, oh, it just is such a relief, because I thought if they were going to say no to a late checkout, we've booked and paid for 2 rooms in this hotel, and we'd have to be out by 10:30, we would be really scuppered, because the ceremony's at lunchtime. I don't know exactly the exact times, we need to speak to the vicar, but the ceremony is at lunchtime, so to have the room only until 10:30 would be a really big problem. So that's a big tick on my to-do list for the day. I'm going to go pick up these shoes. I'm still about 20 minutes away. I think we're getting there. I've really needed this last few days to just do all the admin. I've just got to try and be patient, really. Wait for the guidance to come out and act on it when it does. But we've got kind of a plan A, plan B, plan C, etc. for whatever the guidance might say. But I'm hoping that it means we can have a relatively normal experience, just albeit kind of outdoors rather than indoors. I think we're going to have to use masks in the church, because the vicar's kind of hinted at that. All the way through making decisions about the wedding, we have kind of just gone, well, what's important? The important thing is us getting married, and everything else is just noise. And actually that's really helped. I'm trying not to get upset about little details, because if I got upset about every little detail that isn't going to happen how we imagined, I would be very upset all the time, because a lot of what we had anticipated and that we had hoped for our wedding isn't going to happen, but it's still going to be very special, and I'm determined to make it really special. So it's now about 7:30. It's been a really busy day. I feel like we're in a much better place for just everything admin wise at the moment. Also, I picked up those wedding shoes and they are perfect. They are really comfortable. Can't fault them. So I will be sending back the other pair. Obviously the ones that I like are the most expensive ones. That is just typical. But they're beautiful and they're perfect, and they will go perfectly with my wedding dress, so I'm really happy with that. Dinner, I've just put dinner in the oven, so we're gonna have some dinner in about 15-20 minutes. Nothing exciting. We've just got some like frozen breaded fish and some homemade potato wedges, and probably some beans and broccoli or something along those lines. And then we're going to curl up and watch the telly for a bit. It feels like it's been a really long day, but it feels like it's been really productive. So I'm very happy. And yeah, we're gonna have a really chilled evening now. Just dinner and telly. The new series of The Circle has started. I don't know if you've watched it, but it is absolutely awesome. It's such a good show. So yeah, so we've started watching that, which started last night, so we'll watch the second episode tonight. Lots of productivity today, and now I'm very tired, but good. We had a nice walk with Murphy when I got back earlier, so that was lovely. Yeah, just a bit tired now, but very productive day. you guys, it is Thursday morning, it is 8:30. Had a bit of a earlier start this morning. I am still on annual leave, but Matt needed me to get up about 7:30 this morning to hang out with the pup. So we've also just had a bit of a speedy run because our bin day changed, so we hadn't put the bins out, so we had to do that about 500 miles an hour. So that's done. So not quite sure what the plan is for the day yet. Need to wake up a little bit. Gonna make some tea now, and also gonna stop this puppy eating his bed. Can you stop it, please? Muffy, what are you doing? You're very cute, but why is this here and not on the sofa? Oh, right, off. Down. Good boy. So it's been another busy couple of hours. It's now 10:30, and now I'm going to take the dog out. I've just had a shower, and yeah, I'm going to take the pup for a walk because he is absolutely desperate to get out of this house. And actually, I think a walk would do me some good as well. So I'm going to get my shoes on and take the pup. Good morning, you guys. It is 10:15. I can't quite believe how late it is. I just slept and slept today. I woke up and it was like 10 to 10 and I had absolutely no idea. So I'm feeling quite refreshed. I'm still feeling quite tired because I don't feel like I've quite woken up yet. But I think I'm obviously going to feel much better for getting that extra sleep. I must have needed it. I think the last few days, although kind of quite exciting in some aspects, have also been quite stressful. So it's yeah, I think it's going to have done me some good to have a bit of a lie-in. I think I'm going to take today as a bit of a kind of mental health day, not do too much wedding admin and just like chill and watch movies and drink tea. I think it's really important to take that kind of time occasionally just to switch off, and obviously a lot of things are quite stressful at the moment, so yeah, I think I need it. Obviously I think there are a few wedding admin things that do need doing, like picking bridesmaid dresses, but that's not gonna be too difficult. So I think today is gonna be just a really, really chilled day. Take the puppy out for a couple of walks, watch some movies, drink some tea, and pick some bridesmaid dresses. That's my plan. Good morning. So it's now Saturday. I didn't film much yesterday just because I had such a chilled day and didn't really do much. Alexa, stop. That's the coffee timer. Yeah, I didn't film much yesterday just because I was having a real chilled day. So I just kind of curled up in front of the telly and watched stuff and tried to kind of turn my brain off a little bit. We did send out our email, which is official notification to all the people who were coming to our wedding, saying that it's obviously limited to 30 people and that we're going ahead, but we're just doing it with immediate family and bridesmaids and groomsmen. So we've had a couple of lovely emails back from people just saying good decision, congratulations, and that they'll celebrate with us when they can, which is lovely. But yeah, bit of a gentle start, tea, coffee, bacon sandwich, and then get on with the day. So I am now dressed and showered. You're gonna have to get used to my no makeup face over the next few months because I am trying my hardest to not wear makeup unless it's like something specific that I'm going to or doing, just because I want my skin to be as good as it possibly can be in the run-up to the wedding. The masks at work and in general life actually at the moment are not very, very good for my skin, and so I'm trying to kind of counteract that. So I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'm going to try not to wear any makeup. I have put some moisturizer on, but that is it. So yeah, that's another little thing that I'm doing in the run up to the wedding, which I'm hoping will make a difference. So yeah, showered and dressed. Matt has just gone out with the pup because we've got to make a move shortly to get the pup to the groom room in time for his appointment to get his claws done. We're also going to pick up a few bits for him. He needs some more food, and I think the teething is really kicking in now. He's got some proper little grown-up teeth coming through. Thankfully, he hasn't started eating any of the furniture yet, and I hope that he doesn't, but we're going to try and get him some more toys that he can chew. He's favouring things that are more solid, so I'm thinking maybe some rubber stuff or some plastic stuff would be a good shout for him, because he's got quite a lot of kind of softer fabric covered things. So yeah, gonna pick up a few bits for him. So we went to a little independent pet shop, well, big independent pet shop, and got some advice on stuff that Murphy can chew, and she recommended Antlers. Well, it's an incredibly big hit. Do you like that, pup? Good boy. Hello, happy Sunday. So we've had a really gentle start today. We took Murphy out for a walk. We've had a bit of a disaster with our toaster. Every time we pushed the button down on the toaster, the fuse went for the whole downstairs. It was only like a cheap toaster, and we probably bought it 2 years ago, so we're going to go and buy a new toaster. We also have loads of stuff to take to the tip, so we're going to do that. Yeah, so we just had a slow start, had some brunch and things, but otherwise yeah, really gentle start. We also went to the church that we're getting married at does its services via Zoom at the moment, so we did a service with them, which we've got to do prior to getting married at the church. So we did that this morning, and we're going to head out and buy a new toaster now. So we are back. We have solved our toaster issue. New 4-slot, which will be very good. We also got a mop and bucket. I find it very hard to believe that there's a mop and a bucket in here, but apparently there is. And we just got some food from Sainsbury's as well. We also went to B&Q to get some garden stuff, because Puppy has been making little patches in our lawn. So we've got a patch fix for the lawn, some gardening gloves, and then we've got this, which is like a PVC netting thing, because a certain little menace has been digging little holes, and we've hidden them. So there's one there, one under the bin. So we're going to cover them up with mesh and topsoil and stuff so that he can't dig anymore. Come on! Good boy! Are you helping? No, you're not helping.